Hello everyone. Today we are going to continue on the previous lessons and we are going to know today how to insert functions. Functions, we'll go to Formulas tab and there are several ways to insert functions. One of them is to use the Insert Function button. The other way or the second way is to use AutoSum, and here we can find some of the most common functions to insert in our Excel sheets. And the last one is by typing directly into the cell the function which we would like to use. For example, here sum, and we can go and then select the cells we would like to include in the function or incorporate it in the function. Then close the bracket and just enter. This is again another method. So let's start from the beginning and with the most primitive one is insert function. We'll go to insert function, click it, and here we have two ways. Either to use the search box to search for a function. Okay, so we can type sum, go, and we can find lots of functions which starts with the word sum, like sum ifs, and sum product, and many others. This is one way. The other way is to go to the recommended category, okay, and we check, for example, math or the most commonly used, most recently used, and we can find some. If we cannot find some in between those, we can go to recommended, and here we can find some. So we'll click OK. A dialog box will open, and it says its title is function arguments. And here we can find that we have several boxes we can add to add several numbers separate, not necessarily that they are in the same range. So here we can just go and select from B2 up to B8. And then we'll find that even before clicking OK, that the dialog box here shows the total or the sum of those numbers already. So we'll click OK. Here the total is 3,300. So we have seen how to insert function in two ways. One is using the insert function and the other one is to type it. There is still another one. We'll delete this total and then we'll go to AutoSum and use the function sum. And here it will highlight the cells before the cell where we wrote sum. But we don't want it, so we can select the appropriate range of cells and then press enter. There is another way also of doing this, but it needs the total or the sum or whatever function to be adjacent to the cells which we'd like to apply the function on. So for example, if we selected all of those and one cell empty under it, and we go to AutoSum and click sum, so the number will automatically appear down and the function is inserted already. So this is another way of applying or inserting function to a range of cells. I prefer most of the time to write it on my own hands, like sum, and then select all of them, or even sometimes I can write B2 colon B8 like that and close the brackets and control enter, so the cursor cannot move from the from the cell which I'm working on. To select the average or to get the average, I will do the same, equal average, because I work a lot with Excel, so I know the exact syntax of each and every, not each and every, for the functions which I'm using actually. So I will go and select those, close the bracket and press enter. For the lowest sales I would like to get, so I will have to use the function min, and I have to go and select it, select the cells in the same way. For the high sales, I'll just type max and do the same selection. Here, like this, we have seen how to insert functions in like 2-3 different ways, and using those functions, we can use the same ways or those ways in other in inserting nearly all the functions in Excel. Thank you and see you in the next lesson.